any questions that you might have will actually be answered in the end of the presentations. Thank you. And thank you very much. Merci beaucoup pour vos présentations.
My name is Caroline Capella. I'm the Deputy Director of International Partnerships at the National School of Mechanical Engineering of Metz. So you already saw the presentation of schools that are located in Nancy. In my case, my school is located in the city of Metz. So ENIM was created in 1962 thanks to the state and industrial partners in order to meet the need of qualified labor in the industrial area of Lorraine. ENIM offers a 5-year training program for engineers in the field of mechanical material science and industrial engineering. ENIM is a public school under the authority of the French Ministry of Higher Education and Research and accredited by the CTI, the National Commission of Engineering Titles. So ENIM, as I already said, is located in the city of Metz, in the northeast of France, in a region called the Lorraine region. It is situated at the heart of Europe, not far from Luxembourg, Germany, and Belgium, and it is only 1 hour from Paris by train. So as you can see in these beautiful pictures, Metz showcases 3,000 years of history, culture, and architecture. ENIM is settled in an area called the Technopole, meaning a kind of technological campus where we can find many research laboratories and prestigious engineering schools like Central Supélec, Arts et Métiers, Georgia Tech from Atlanta, USA, among other institutions. The school has one main building that you can see in the picture, which was built in 2012 and has 3,000 square meters of workshops. The students do a lot of practical experiments there. We also have a very strong research development with 33 researchers, 27 doctoral students, and 4 main laboratories where our teachers conduct their research ranging from mechanical materials and the study of production systems to industrial engineering and the optimization of complex systems. The ENIM is one of the 174 engineering schools in France certified by the National Commission for Engineering Titles. As you know, the engineering school has a very high academic standards. It counts about 1,000 students. Around 15 of these students come from a foreign country, and the school has more than 100 international partnerships and 20 W degrees. We also offer an English language academic program. Over 1 or 2 semesters, a student can choose lectures in biomechanics, industrial engineering, energetics, electrical science, and material science, with each semester worth up to 30 ECTS. The hands-on experience comes through school projects, whether they opt for one 20 hours project, 12 ECTS, or more extensive 240-hour projects, so 24 ECTS within mechanical engineering, a perfect blend of theory and real-world application. The student association life at our school is rich and diverse, and our students are relieved of classes and pedagogical obligations on Thursday afternoons to be able to participate in one of these associations. Here you can see some key figures. So we we like to say that ENIM changed your mind, maybe, of course, your future, and maybe also your life. So this concludes my presentation. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.
We are building our knowledge and skills for our professional global future. We contribute each day to the sum of human knowledge. We have the opportunity to be entrepreneurs and invent jobs for ourselves and others. We keep everything running smoothly. We are open to the world. We have a wide cultural offer. We enjoy beautiful landscapes, and we inherited a rich past. We are Université de Lorraine.
So good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aude Perrault, and I'm a project manager for a work package on research, innovation, and link with society within the European University EURECA-PRO. So now I will just present you in a very nutshell, few elements of the Université de Lorraine, because you will hear a lot about engineering school. But so Université de Lorraine is a university that is European by nature, but it is also multidisciplinary, innovative, and entrepreneurial. And it's among the top 10 French university. So just to give you an idea, we have campuses spread in several locations in the Lorraine region. So in the two major cities, Nancy and Metz, but also in 11 towns that are smaller. So here you can see a short map of it. So the university is composed of welcoming 60,000 students, and more than 70% of them are international students. And in terms of academic and administrative staff, is around 7,000 people. And also, just to give you an idea in terms of employability after graduation, so the insertion rate is more than 90%, as you can see there, for vocational degrees, master degrees, also a master degree in engineering or a PhD students. And the university is composed of 48 units, so faculties, school, institute. And what is really important to emphasize is that it is multidisciplinary and in different areas. So we have not only in engineering, but also in law, economics, political science, languages, medicines, agronomy. So all these fields are taught at the university. So there are 60 research centers in 10 scientific areas, also 8 doctoral schools, and around 1,090 PhD students. So with 40% of them international joint PhDs, and 1/3 of the scientific publication are co-written with foreign scientists. And so what is also to mention is that Université de Lorraine is the first entrepreneurial university in France for the last 5 years. And it accompanies more than 500 students, entrepreneurs. And it's also the first engineering cluster in France with the 11 engineering schools, so which you will have presentations later on. Lorraine is a region that is at the heart of Europe. Really nice and yeah, vivid locations. So a lot of things happening, and we are in a 2-hour range from Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland. So just a few points about the students' life. So to give you an idea, accommodation and cost of living in Nancy is around 650 euros per month. And the university offers a lot of extracurricular activities, as some of my colleagues will go more in details into this part, but just to give you an idea of what is offered alongside studies. And also to point out that cities in Lorraine are like medium-sized cities, so it's very easy to move there to see, and there are also a lot of cultural offers. And just one point about the European international strategy. So University de Lorraine is part of the European Alliance EURECA-PRO, but also it's part of a cross-border alliance with the neighboring countries, that is the University of the Greater Region. And yeah, we also have like student staff mobilities through Erasmus+, and internationalization at home, for example. And so we welcome more than 9,500 international students, and they are coming from 144 countries. For international PhD students is more than 880, and also more than 500 international researchers. And then we are really proud that in June, we received the 3rd star in the label Bienvenue in France, so welcome to France, which is a label that rates how university welcomes international students. So a lot of different criteria regarding courses taught in English, how people are accompanied throughout the process, and so on. And the 3rd star is the best grade. So yeah, it was just to give you an idea of what is University de Lorraine in a nutshell, and then I'll give the floor to my colleagues to present you into more details the engineering schools. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. I'm Laetitia Bresson, coming from Lorraine INP. Lorraine INP is the college of the 11 engineering schools of Lorraine, of University of Lorraine. Here you can see the campus of 3 of our engineering schools. That's a photo of well, 3 buildings and three engineering schools, and where Lorraine INP office are located too. So Lorraine INP, altogether, when you compare it to all the engineering schools in France, we are the first French engineering campus in number. We represent more than, well, almost 7,000 students in France. So that's really very, very many. We have almost 2,000 graduates per year. And we have 11 public schools that we call Grande École sometimes in French, with 1 national integrated undergraduate program, La Prépa du Groupe INP. 500 academics works for our schools, and we work within the 60 laboratories or research units of Lorraine University. So altogether, I mean, the 11 schools can offer 22 diplomas, CTI approved engineering programs. CTI is the French Accreditation Committee. And we have some tracks, alternate academic enterprise paths. We have more than 500 students who choose this kind of path. And we have more than 60 specializations. So that means that we cover all the engineering disciplines. And that means that, for example, we have mechanical engineering, electrical, electronics, and energy disciplines covered by three of our schools, NM, NSEM, and Polytech, that you have seen today. They are here. We have civil engineering, chemical engineering, industrial products and process engineering, systems engineering and innovation management, computer and digital sciences, environmental sciences and geosciences, materials, agronomy, and food engineering. Some of our schools, 4 of them, are offering a 4 years graduation, an integrated undergraduate and graduate program, so in 5 years. And 7 of them have focusing a highly competitive 3 years graduate program. So as Aude said, we are located in the northeast of France, so we are very close to 4 other countries, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, and Switzerland. That makes it easy to travel for students and professors that comes in Lorraine. And all our schools are spread out throughout the region of Lorraine. So especially in Nancy and Metz, the biggest cities, well, but it's middle-sized cities, and we are about at about 1.5 hours from Paris. So we have a strong history in Lorraine, as we have already said, with some schools that passed over 100 years of age. And if I give you some international key facts, we have more than 500 international agreements on 5 continents, working with European countries too. Of course, we have 285 Erasmus agreements. I hope we will have some with TUC very, very soon. We have almost 300 incoming students per year and 800 outgoing students per year, as it is mandatory for our students to go out and to study abroad, or at least to have an experience, an internship abroad. We offer 142 double degrees, and well, we are proud to say that, Aude already said it, but we have a 3-star Bienvenue en France label. So that means that for students, they will be very well welcomed in Lorraine. 2 important international rankings from the Shanghai ranking. We are the 11th in mining and mineral engineering in the world, and the 1st in chemical engineering in France. Lorraine INP is made part of a big national group called Group INP, National Polytechnic Institute. So you will find some other INP, not only in Lorraine, but also in Bordeaux, Clermont-Ferrand, Grenoble. So all together, we represent 30 public engineering schools, representing 25,000 students, 87 research laboratories, and 1,500 academic members. So it represents 1 out of 6 engineering graduates in France. So we are here together, all together today in TUC, because we really do hope that we will have some agreements, not only for students' mobility, but for teachers' mobility and for research projects. So I guess that this afternoon we are going to meet to have bilateral agreements, and we're really, really waiting you, and we would be very happy to greet you in University of Lorraine and Lorraine INP. So thank you very much.
Thank you,
And-
Laetitia. Before we go to the next presentation, if you have any questions for Laetitia, I have a microphone for you to ask, if you
Yeah.
want, if you wish.
Don't
Thank you.
hesitate.
Merci.
I'm not sure, but maybe we will present some of our schools
Maybe
again.
at the end.
But if you think that it's okay, just tell us, because I'm not sure who was here to listen to our
Okay.
school's presentation.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Angélique Dubuisson, and I'm in charge of the international mobility for Telecom Nancy, which is a school of the Université de Lorraine, specialized in the computer science and computer and digital sciences. So our school belongs to Lorraine INP, which has been presented by Laetitia. And we are also a part of recognized networks such as Institut Mines Telecom. Our school collaborates with world-renowned research laboratories in computer science, automatics, and mathematics. For some figures about the school, it was founded in 1990 within the Université de Lorraine, and we offer a 3-year training program for general engineers in IT and digital sciences and technologies. Every year we train 450 students, and the school already graduated more than 2,500 engineers. So some random information about our environment. Our campus is on 6,000 square meter, and it's kind of nice for students because we offer some rooms dedicated for students' lives, such as cafeterias and places for the different clubs. And that's it. So about the training, it's a balanced training because our diplomas are structured with research and fundamental sciences as advanced technologies, and we have a strong connection to societal and industrial challenges. And it is also very important for us to train our students to be creative, self-aware, and to develop exceptional human and managerial qualities. So here are our fields of excellence, for example, cybersecurity, cloud computing, data science, artificial intelligence, etc. And we have a full degree program, which is a graduate program in 3 years. It's built according to the principles of the ACM IEEE computer science curriculum. So during second and third year, we propose 5 different majors to students. 3 of them are taught in English, and 2 are for now only available in French. So here is a quick presentation of the different majors. The first one is artificial intelligence and big data. Maybe it's not useful to detail it. The second one is internet systems and security, which is also English taught. The third one is systems and embedded softwares, taught in French. The first one is software engineering. And the last one is information systems for the intelligence enterprise. So it's very important for a school to help students to learn through projects, to have a concrete training for them. And for example, students can participate to the Cyber Humanum Est, which is a 1-week simulation in a cyber war exercise, so almost in real conditions. And the Hackathon Big Data, which is an innovation week. Okay, another information which is important for us to communicate is that we want students to feel sort of like home in our school. And we have 5 values like innovation, expertise, ethics, conviviality, and openness. Okay, and I will finish now. Our students, they have to do 1 semester mobility in another country. So we have many partnerships, and we developed an English program to also welcome students. Okay, thank you for your attention.
We will relocate back to the previous room. On va reloquer in the previous room that we were in the beginning of the day, okay? They have exams.
After their third year of postgraduate ecole studies, yes. What about where do these students come from? The first and the second year of studies, where do they take them?
Oh yeah, so in France, so when we welcome our students, they go through what is called a preparatory classes. So this is a 2-year super intensive
for me
program
is
in math,
PPT.
physics,
No, this
engineering
is not
sciences, and at the end of it, they get
energy.
a competitive exam, and then depending on the
And
ranking, they
PPTX,
can
this
get
one. Yes.
one school or another. So, and then this is typically where we recruit our students after this competitive exam. So that means they've completed this 2-year
Change the slide.
basically.
Which
But it's
button?
very intensive. And then
Okay.
in the next 3 years, this is the engineering cycle.
Okay, and this is organized within the university. This teaching 2-year period, or
No, different.
else?
And then our students can come from all over France. So, and then the exam is at a national, it's a national exam, it's a national
Okay.
competition.
So there are other, let's say, university entities that train your students before they come to you.
They can train in another university, or this is called classe préparatoire, and that can be in different places, not necessarily in a university. We've got specific structures that are called classe préparatoire, and this is all they do. They prepare the students to take the competitive exam. Right, so this is very specific to France. So this was inherited from Napoleon.
We don't have this in Greece, this is why I asked.
French. Now, we have PREPA, but we can have students coming from other universities that have already studied 3 years in a university, which is different from PREPA. We have PREPA, which is very special. And we have just, students coming from a bachelor.
Yeah.
I mean, bachelor level from other universities, and they can come and enter in our engineering schools too, depending on their rankings, of course.
So,
But it is supposed to be a very good, in general, very good students. Yeah, it's a bit selective. That's the point. But
And bachelor can be in different specialization.
yeah, well, related with what the engineering schools usually teach, you can have a bit of what I don't know, math, basic math.
Basic.
Yeah, well, it depends also on disciplines that engineering schools can use to. Yeah. It's kind of special, that's right. Yeah.
do they get, sorry to continue to ask, but it is interesting. Do they get a degree for this 2-year prepared course?
No.
Or if they fail, that's 2 years?
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it. Okay.
that's why it's very special and very selective. Yeah, I know it's not maybe the best thing, but we are still with this PREPA in France, and it's very strong. Because, when we have students making PREPA, it means that they are very good. And we know for our engineering school that we will bring some excellent students, so that's it.
Can I explain? Because most of us are not familiar with the system. And for you, it is related for granted. And you did not explain the details. So the details is that in France, there are 1,000 post-liceo centers, basically organized by the police, partners. In those centers, people, the student pupils that want to get to the polytechnic go and study for 2 years, preparatory class, finish the class of polytechnic. And then they pass a very difficult national exam at the end of the second year. On the basis of ranking, they are allocated the first in Paris and so on. So, and then that's why the programs of the polytechnic engineering universities are 3 years. So in total, people after the baccalaureate, which is the high school, they study 5 years like, but the system is different when they want to learn, but beside maths, physics, and so on. In class like Canada, they have also language. It's a very my question, they go by the line. It's very interesting because in one of the presentations, you mentioned integrated 5-year integrated programs for engineering. We have few of them, and most of them are 3-year, like the usual French courses. That means that the system is seeking for this traditional structure to 5-year structure. It's just some programs that address most international students or students that come from bachelor and going to become engineers. Something that is expanding, or it's just something that was there always and you have. And to complete the question, what do you think is the advantage? We talk about very bright students from classical practically for the engineering course for the 3-year engineering school. What is the advantage of this system? Because there should be an advantage to keep it so many years.
Maybe.
It's a good answer.
I can answer because I'm the professor of the school of engineering, and we hire the students for the 3 years of study in engineering school. But so the objective of the engineering school, big schools, this is to prepare to form the excellent engineers. Because in the faculty, when we have the 5 years of study, we prepare mostly the scientists, and for all domain of application, the different specialists. But engineering school is specially oriented to prepare the excellence in the engineering. And so we need to have these preparatory classes, which is much more different than the first 2 years in the university. So this is very hard work oriented for the different domains. And so we prepare for us special students, and after they pass this national concourse, to choose the best school and to be ranking, to be admitted after in the school. It's possible to join the school even after university, but this is 1 year minus because so it should be the same level. So we can hire also from the different university of the world, but also with a special, maybe special according, maybe with special examines, and so it's possible. But in this way, we selected, this is 2 national concourse to select the best of the best. And after this, really very nice to work with the students because they are really very motivated, because to pass all the system of the selection, it should be very motivated student with projection in the future, with their orientation in which specialty they will be applied. And so after we only help them to be formed. And that's all. This is our advantages. And this system exists only in France. And so for this, we have the difficulty to recognize the engineering diploma. And so in this, we propose also the master study in parallel to recognize, to give the same equivalence, because engineering diploma, what does it mean? The state, they say, okay, you are technical engineer, but this is in contrary, the high level engineering formation in France. And so, but I present here the staff of the professors, and so I have to explain. Okay, if you have some questions, so also I can explain, but attention also, we count the semester as for 5 years. So we count the first, second, third, and fourth semester for class preparatoire. And after we start in schools as the 7 and 6, 7, 8, and so on. So 5, yes, 5, 5, 6, 7, exactly. 5, 6, 7, and so, and in totally, so we graduate the students after 10 semesters. And so this is 5-year system. But the first 2 years, there is a different preparatory class, and so we have to do it.
The preparatory classes are also funded by the state.
Yes, yes.
Ah,
And there is
so-
a different orientation in the biology, in the mathematics, in the some science, so in physics and chemistry. So the different orientation after the students can choose what they like to do and to be formed.
It's
But-
like an implementation of the school for 2 years.
This is like the separated first 2 years of university in special programs. Very, very hard. Not all of students can do it because it's really hard to follow all 2 years. And so this is the selection. Yes, you can.
How is the system in Greece? Do you follow the Bologna system after elections?
Don't worry, we have 5 years also. Integrate. I think that I have explained in the morning. It's a 5-year integrated program. It's not separate like Bologna.
So you have one diploma at the end of the.
Yeah, at the end of the 5 years.
Maybe I start to present once more the School of Geology. So nice to meet the people who joined us for this second part. And also I want to thank you very much for this organization of this meeting. I am first time in Greece and I hope that it will be not the last because I'm very appreciated of your university and also of country and particularly of Crete and Chania. And so the School of Geology, now some words about it. So one of 11 engineering school from University of Lorraine, and we are specialized in geology. And it means that we work with the different geoscience engineering and mostly in the surface and underground engineering. And so we are neighbor with the NSEM, School of the Energy, but we are the good neighbors because we separate their ground and we are underground domain of the energy. And so the geology from the Nancy. So our school was found more than 100 years ago, where the oldest school. It was founded by René Nickel in 1908 with the objective to form the engineer in mining engineering because Lorraine, historically, this is the big resource of the different minerals. And now maybe you have heard also we continue to be because there is a lot of hydrogen. Before it was the also gas of schist, so the different gas resources, but now hydrogen. And so we stay in the mineral resource. So very important point. And so there's some key figures from our schools. And so here also you see this is the geological map of France. And we are, Nancy is here, not far from Strasbourg, if you know about. And so we are here. And what is our important point that we form the students based on the research project. All our staff of the professors and associated professors, they are also the researcher. And so we also introduce the students in our research projects. They do, it depends on the department, 3 or 4 research projects during these 3 years of studies. And so the other thing, so we're based on the 7 laboratories. I don't list here, but if you know, if you want, I can also details. And we, from 2023, we're in the 17 places, but I trust to Laetitia that we now with in 11th place in the domain of the mineral resource and mining engineering. This we're really very proud that not only because of the School of Geology, but of course of it, but also of the faculty, but we work together because we're really close with the faculty staff and we do even the field trips together for our students, so we work together. And so this is our big point, and we are very proud. So after, this is our industrial partners and the difference between the university formation and engineering school, that we based on the very big relation of the industrial partners. And here, this is only one part of them. And we have a big alumni. And so our former students work in these companies. And also, so at the 3 years, if we speak about 3 years of formation, half of the year, this is the general formation, the general lectures, and then the other half of 3 years, this is specialization. And we have a lot of our industrial partners who comes in the department to share the know-how for the industrial excellence, as I said. And so in my department, because I'm also the chief of the Department of Reservoir Engineering and Hydrodynamics, so we have at the 3rd year, we have more than 60% of lectures provided by the industrial partners. Because at the beginning, this academical stuff, after this is mixing, and in 3rd year, a lot of industrial contacts. And even our partners, they can see and choose the future employer for their companies. And after the internship, so they have maybe direct employment. And so the hiring for the students. Okay, so this is also, we're very proud. This is our alumni, and this is the known scientific researchers graduated from our school. So I will not list them, but they known involved by their publications. And also the other list, this is the estimated senior executive. Maybe if you know, okay, you know, you have heard about Schlumberger, now they changed the name because everybody wants to be far from oil. So SLB, and here Olivier Perret, this is the president of SLB, this is our former student. Manuel Laput, this is the vice president of Total, now Total Energy, and now this is the vice president of French Academy of Technology. And so the different other companies, the director, the general director, and all of them, they are former students of our School of Geology. So we prepare, as I said, the good people, engineering or scientists for the development of the future. Okay. So as I said, so I will not detail the formation in engineering school, so you understand a little. But what we have at the specialization, we have in our school, we have 6 departments. And so what are they? So mineral resource and management of mineral resource and mining engineering is here also. And after geology of energy, reservoir engineering, this is mine, and numerical geology, geotechnics and risks, and water resource and environmental management. After I will show rapidly about each department, some few words. So each department so divided to form the engineers to solve the problems of the world, to be implied in the challenges. And so they, for all of you, of course, this is the challenge of the energy transition. And for this, we have 2 departments. The first is so we resolve the different kinds of the energy, but most of them related, of course, of the underground area and domain. And so the first department that I want to present, the geology energy. So this is the geological characterization of the reservoir and as the kind of to produce the energy or to store the energy. And so the mine department, the hydrodynamics and reservoir engineering, this is similar also to characterize the reservoir, but we are more physical mathematical approach to study the reservoir in comparison with the previous one, because they really geology of the geology. And we are more physics and mathematics and modeling, and so we separate, but we have also the common lectures because the objective is the same, the energy transition. And then we have the other department, water resource and environment. And here, so this is related with the hydrogeology, geothermal study, and so the protection of the water resource in France and for the other countries. So department water and environment. So the big department, and we are very proud also for this. This is the mineral resource and mining engineering. So it's related to produce the mineral resource from the, I don't know, from the uranium for Urano company up to the lithium for the needs, actual needs. And so for this department, even we have the Emerald Master, Erasmus Mundus Master. And so we have this experience during a lot of years. Okay, and then the other department, this is the geotechnics department. So here the students form for construction, underground and ground construction. As I said, the road, tunnels, and the foundation of the building, and also to study the risks of the different constructions. And so these two departments, my mineral resource and geotechnical, this is the most big demand from our school. So we don't arrange the student choose themselves the orientation in the school, because now in this is the life. So there is a big demand for the construction in France, and so this department is very big. Okay, and so all this related with the construction. And now this is the other department, data scientists, of course. So there is the different software which was created based on the development and research project in our school. Maybe you have heard about GoCAD software. And so now this is the school. And so it was our school was you see this, the place when it was created by our scientists. And it means that all our students, geological students, they can do from studying of some rocks up to the programming something to model after the reservoirs and behavior in the reservoirs. All of them, they have this competence, and so they can do in this. And after we add some specialty to give more deeper specialization for each of them. And so also we are very proud because our students are not too far from reality. So, but it's not easy, but to maintain 7 weeks of field trips, really field trips in the field for our students during 3 years of the formation. And so this is not only academical study of something in class, but so they go to the field with the hammer, and so after they crush the rocks, and so all of them, they know how to distinguish the different things after, how to characterize and how to construct after the different project based on their studies. Okay, so we're very proud to see you and to create the relation between our university. For School of Geology, we are open to accept your students for the 8th and 9th semester from your counting, so 8 and 9, and spring and autumn semester. We have the formation fully in English, so my department, reservoir engineering, fully in English, and also mineral resource we have in spring. We have Emerald master program, and so it's also fully in English, and so we can also admit them for the spring study in English. But for the other department, this is not 100% in English, so this is mixed, and so we cannot provide. But if you want if your students want to be graduated, possible to maybe to spend 1 semester in our school, spring semester, and then to continue in the French program and French master to be graduated. And after, so we can admit also the students only for 2nd year of master programs. And so after they can be graduated, but it's impossible to do in the same time because Erasmus is not graduated program. And so it's prohibited. Only for 2 years master, it's possible. But if the students spend not 2 years in school for this master program, so it should be one after the other. And so if you have some questions, because we have a lot of information, we cannot give all of them for the short time. So I am open to discuss. Thank you very much.
Okay, is there any other presentation or we're done?
Okay. Well,
We'll meet with that meeting this afternoon, I guess.
let's welcome also Professor Evan Diamadopoulos, who is the head of EURECA-PRO TUC here at TUC. Well, he's Professor Emeritus now, I have to say, and former rector at the university. But
Nice to see you here.
Very
Come
nice
to
to
a
be
warm
here.
climate,
yeah.
be 10, 15 degrees higher than the sea.
Absolutely.
Yes, winter is almost still there, so.
So I guess it's probably a good time to start with the presentation. Oh, you have, yeah, go ahead.
Questions may be interested.
Go ahead.
First of all, the English courses are offered only to students or to local students in because I guess the courses also are taking French.
I can answer for our department, so we are more than, well, so maybe 15 years. We taught the lectures for French students in English. And so this is program which taught fully in English, and so we don't have the French classes. So the French students, it's mandatory to speak English and to have the degree in English. And so we integrate only the students in our department. So they are there together. No, yes.
The industrial next
Yes.
were mentioned. So people from industry come and are decided to be in charge of the course. That has that goes again the semester with the grades and everything, or they just give some lectures in courses that are taught by academics.
Yes, so because I organize the lectures for my department, and so during the years, I know that in the previous years, they have passed the academical and the theoretical basis, but they have also, and so the year of studies, they have also the lectures. For academical lectures, this is because we have, for example, 12 models of different materials during the semester. And so 1, 2, 3 models, they are academical, theoretical models, but they are not only full academical, we complete them with the example from the industry. Okay, and so this can be some professor from Bordeaux University, and after some engineer, expert engineer, which come from the industry. And so, and all other of them, they are from industry. We have also the training weeks supported only by the industrial partners. And also the industrial partners, they are also the researchers in their domains. And so they have also the status of the professor inside of their company. And so they come to give the lectures oriented especially for these engineering programs. And so it goes. Yes.
I think in the first presentation of the entire engineering school, it was mentioned that we have 300 incoming Erasmus students and 800 outgoing. Well, that strikes me because the outgoing students are more than double. And I wanted to ask first, how you do that? How you motivate the students to go out, or because it's not like it was mentioned that it's compulsory to spend the semester. So if it's compulsory, they don't miss out. The second question is on these numbers, since you are a EURECA-PRO member, what is the weight of EURECA-PRO? I mean, EURECA-PRO is counted within the Erasmus incoming and outcoming something separate. What is the size of EURECA-PRO? Maybe it's a factor that improves the ability.
Well, just to answer your question, that the 800 outgoing students for our schools in France, it is mandatory to go and work because they don't have an internship. So if the student wants his diploma, or diploma in engineering school, it is mandatory, so it's very easy, it's not that easy, you have to look at that, because it's not that easy to really, absolutely respect that, but as it is mandatory, you know, we could just change everything. So that's the first answer. And then, EURECA-PRO for us is very new. Actually, EURECA-PRO is the audience of University of Lorraine, University of Lorraine is very big. It's 60,000 students, and our engineering schools represent 10%, about 6,000 students. So, for the moment, we didn't have any agreements between them. Most of us didn't have any agreements with the partner of EURECA-PRO, but now we are going to take the chance of this audience to say, okay, well, just let's do something together, because we have seen that especially in Technical University, we have lots of common ones. So maybe we can start with Erasmus agreements, but not also that, but maybe some other projects. So this is why we are here today. First of all, because yes, we would like to make some agreements with you, and because in 2025, in early February, all our engineering schools, we are all together to organize a big international event with EURECA-PRO partners. And we will ask you, some of your teachers or partners of EURECA-PRO, coming to in our engineering schools to give some courses. Every year we have what we call opening courses. It's 3 days where our engineering students can choose whatever they want in a big list of opening courses, which means that it's not usual courses from engineering schools, but something that's going to open their minds. So that's teachers and from abroad or French teachers who are going to propose something different. So during these 3 days, we would like to greet you. Some people of EURECA, some too from Assault or from other partners of EURECA that would stay 1.5 days giving this courses and then spend 1.5 days doing some other things, just meeting. So that's what it means. So this is why we are here, just to prepare this event and maybe to sign some and then maybe more. But it's very new for us, so it has not impact for the moment. We are not impacted with the mobility of our students or incoming students for the moment.
In fact, we are going to send the first one in September. I think Nicole and I are going to send our first student to Assault in September.
Very first.
That mentioned, I mean, these people you have for teaching from faculty member to large university. Is there a standard format for what is expected from us? I mean, do you think do we need to provide the courses in standard format, standard hours, some kind of evaluation and so on?
Well, it's kind of open, even if we have, yes, some things to respect. The courses will, there will be 3 sessions. Let's say on Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Tuesday, and that's Tuesday morning. And in this part, we will have to teach either 3 hours, but not 3 hours, you know, with some breaks, of course. And the best thing would be if you can, you or your administrative personnel, maybe you can come with an administrative staff. The thing would be nice to introduce and present your university first, maybe, let's say, 15 minutes, just explaining your university. Then you can start your course, you can have a break or 2 breaks, and then it will finish. And if you want, either you can choose to make the same course 3 times, because the students who will come to these courses won't be the same, because the idea is that all our students of the 11 engineering schools can move and choose the courses. So the first one will come to on Monday morning, on Monday afternoon, it will be some other students. So you can have the same session, it doesn't bother us at all. And you repeat it 3 times. So that's about the, you know, the model we have to just ask you.
So it's more like a lecture dedicated to undergrad students in it's not the time. It's not a course, it's not a formal, specific time.
Exactly. And the best would be that the course of it, the lecture should be, it's live, you know, if you have, you know, I don't know, something technical to bring some videos. Interactive, yes, yeah, thank you.
And then if I may, you can also define the number of students you want to attend your workshop or your lecture. So if you want it to be very dynamic and with that, and the limit would be like 25 students for you, you can mention it. But you can also work with 50 students in an amphitheater. So it's up to you. You can define your teaching mode.
Well, the only thing is, if we read English, not in French, of course.
Along the same lines, the talks are going to be strictly confined, or are they going to be flexible?
Flexible. The only thing is that as it will be an example event, it has to be about, linked with sustainable development. So that is the big, really title. But then, you know, we can find so many items. It's not that easy.
Another thing, observing the things that you mentioned earlier about the mobility of the student. You mentioned that students are supposed to have a mobility either for classes or even so how this thing works. I mean, you obviously offer some SPS because it is part of the actual degree. But since it's not defined, do you have, let's say, a free semester named under mobility and someone is evaluating the mobility if it fits the university? Because if you are doing the standard Erasmus mobility, what you're doing is you're choosing lecture to the post institution, and then you have some kind of, you know, matching with the classes that you offer. So in your case, you just have a proposal to the student say, okay, I'm gonna work with this company for 6 months and this accounts for 30 PCTS, or am I going to study at Technical University of Crete, have 5 classes with 30 PCTS again? How this thing works? Because it explains how you integrate to the diploma if it has all the specific role.
I think that, well, the school are going to answer, but each school has its own recipe, I would say, almost. Because there are 16 weeks that are mandatory, and then I don't know if you can answer.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Share the situation as an ENIM is that every student that go abroad has an academic responsibility that is behind checking if the courses that the student, the destination and the courses that the student is choosing is fit with what we want it to do abroad. So the important thing is the ECTs, but also that the subject is related with our diploma. In the case of the team, it's mechanical engineering. We are very like, you know, we have a unique diploma, so we want the student to apply mechanical engineering or maybe robotics, but always related with our main diploma.
But then if your question was, okay, how do we determine if the student is going to spend an internship abroad or an academic semester abroad? It's up to the students, but they have, so as regard academic exchange, they have to let us know way in advance, and there's a selection process. So we check that they've got the relevant grades, so that they've really studied where they want to go, and then that the learning agreement is going to be okay. But this has to be defined about 1 year in advance. And very often the students know what they want to do when in the first year when they are with us. So they know if they want to study abroad or if they don't want to. So we don't force them to go abroad academically if they don't want to. So they still have the option of doing an internship in a company abroad also. And also we help them, we've got industrial partnership department, and they try to also let them know about the alumni network abroad, maybe that they could use or that kind of thing. Does that answer your question? Yes.
The internship is part of the academic program. It's mandatory. They have all the schools have in internship, either with industry or with another foreign university.
Oh, they always have internships in every
Never.
school. Yeah.
This is like a semester.
Yep.
An academic semester, or it's in summertime.
10 semesters.
No, sorry, just the internship.
Le stage d'industrie, c'est toujours le semestre.
We can accommodate because we are flexible. It's impossible maybe to apply to find a semester, full semester for academical exchange because our professor insists to spend it in School of Geology, for example. So the students can spend after it for the industrial internship. But we can accumulate 2 months in summer, after 2 months for the other internship, after 2 months for the other studies. So it's possible, but in total, they should have 16 weeks. And this is the condition to be graduated with a diploma of engineering.
So you've got two conditions, 16-week abroad and 30 weeks of internship in total over your 3 years of engineering.
This is the other condition, so a lot of conditions can be graduated.
Do you follow the ECTS system?
Yes.
And how many ECTS do you give for internship or it's separate?
30.
Well, 30 for the final,
Final one.
the 5th year internship is 30, but it could be 12, I think, for the engineering, the assistant engineering, because they have one at the end of 4th year. That's like 3 months. It's not more, and then they have a 6-month internship at the end of 5th year. So there's 2 internships.
Okay, I guess everybody's hungry, so let's help ourselves to some lunch and then we can do the discussion.